Hello viewers, it's Kiramager from Screen Review, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called The Secret Sentai Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I try to do my best not to breathe too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will turn into adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will turn into adult language. Now, if you're over 18, I need you good to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, before I begin, in case you're wondering what's that noise in the background, that's just my fan, because my air conditioner broke down again after I got it fixed. Anyway, so basically, if you wonder what's that humming noise in the background, that is my air conditioner. That's just my fan in the background. So basically, in case you're wondering what's that swirling humming noise in the background, that's just my fan. So anyway, let's get to the latest episode. Of Kiramager. So basically, this episode starts off. We see a bunch of people stuck to objects outside somewhere by a new marksman lieutenant named Gru, because the reason why he's called Gru because his head looks like a tube of glue. So basically, he grew some people together to objects outside and just walked away. Meanwhile, at Joe's school, in study hall, I believe Joe was in study hall. So basically, three other classmates are here. So basically, his teacher went to go to the office I believe the study hall and whatnot. So basically Jerry was like, I believe it was study hall and whatnot. So basically, Jerry was using study hall to draw a picture in his sketchbook and whatnot. So anyway, the girl that we saw from the first episode 0, episode 1, Kara, I believe that's how you pronounce her name, Kara. Kara was like, turns out that, so basically, the teacher put her in charge, turns out she's an honorable student and whatnot, and to be trustworthy to watch out, to be, put her in charge of the study hall until he comes back. So anyway, so basically, all of a sudden, she went to being sweet with the principal being sweet with the teacher after she left, and she went total bitch mode on Joe. What you doing? You your stupid droid. Now, Kara is still mad because of the droid that Joe did, the droid that Joe, Kara is still mad at Joe for the droid that she draw her, in the first episode of her. She didn't like the drawing that Joe did of her in the first episode. So basically, she's still pissed off to that. So basically, try to force Joe to stop drawing. Joe is I finished my work and stuff. So basically, I'm good. So anyway, and that's when Joe's morpher went off. Joe's morpher started. That's when Joe's the alarm on Joe's morpher went off, and that means that the other Kiramagers needed their help. So basically, Joe went off with his morpher out of the classroom. So basically, Kara went through. So basically, Kara was kind of curious what the hell is going on with Joe. So anyway, and she decided to follow Joe. So basically, her and the other Kiramagers set to talk to Lisi here, met up with Gru, the marksman lieutenant, and they started to battle him. But Gru was it was hard for the Kiramagers to get any attacks of it because he was shooting glue bullets at them at the whole time. So anyway, Joe showed up in his ranger form, and him and the other Kiramagers tried to attack Glue, but he just kept on shooting glue bullets at them, and Joe had got hit in the hand by one of his glue bullets. by one of his glue bullets in his hand. So basically, Joe had glue in his hand. So basically, he couldn't use his weapon. He couldn't in his right hand. So basically, he couldn't use his weapon and whatnot. His weapons because it might get stuck. Because the glue might get stuck and whatnot. So anyway, so basically, to make matters worse, Carla showed up on the scene, what the hell, wondering what the hell was going on here, and that's when Jill got scared that, oh shit, it's Carla, my classmate. So basically, that's when the other Kiramager say, oh no, if she find out who you are, we can't let you, we can't let her find out that you're a Kiramager. So basically, that part is kind of stupid to me. So basically, the other Kiramagers were worried that Joe's classmate might find out, or worried that Joe's classmate might find out who he is, or find out that he is a Kiramager, and that could be some type of problem situation for some reason. So anyway, Carl got too close to the fight and almost got hit by a desk by Gruner, who was throwing objects at people at the Kiramagers. So basically, he had a desk and threw at Carl. So basically, with no choice, Joe would have to save Carl by pushing her out of the way. But doing so, his hand got stuck to her hand. So basically, Joey did to his classmate, but his hand with the glue hand got attached to her hand because of sticky glue bullet. So anyway, the Kiramagers managed to stop Gruner. I call Gruner from gluing anything else by stopping his glue stick, by tugging his glue stick on top of his head, shot by the Kiramager bullet, and Gruner has to retreat until he can get that bullet out of his glue stick on top of his head. So anyway, the Kiramagers realized that Jill and Carl were stuck together by Gruner's glue on Joe's hand. So basically, he had no choice but to take Carl back to headquarters and whatnot. So basically, Sato, aka Kiramager, done analysis of the glue. It turns out that there's no way can get the glue off, and we have to destroy glue in order to get the glue off of Jill. We need to destroy glue first. That way Jill and Carver are that Kiramager Red and Carla will get unstuck. So basically, they have to destroy glue first for order to everybody who's been stuck, everybody who's been hit by a glue can get unstuck. So basically, they have to destroy glue, and everybody who's been hit by glue will be unstuck and whatnot. So anyway, the Kiramagers and Mayu made sure not to call Joe by his real name, and Joe was not. And Joe could have transported against Carl because the other Kiramagers were worried that if Carl would have found out that Joe is a Kiramager, this could be bad for Joe for some reason, even though it's a stupid fucking reason. So anyway, Carl was like, why Kiramager so basically, Carl knew all the Kiramagers, so basically, she knows Shigeru, Sato, Seda, and Totoro, because they're famous celebrities in the city, but Carl was like, why Kiramager is still in his waiting for him? She was wondering who Kiramager is, what celebrity he is. So anyway, Mayu and the other Kiramagers got to know that that, that Kiramager is so famous that, he has to keep his identity a secret. So basically, like, they was trying to keep, Jiro's secret, trying to keep, Jiro, trying to keep Kara from, knowing that Jiro is Kiramager. But that's when Mashin came in, like, and did a 180, because, oh, Jiro, what the hell are you doing stuck to a girl? What you doing, what you do? Oh, it's like, Mashin's like, oh, Jiro, you brought your girlfriend to your headquarters? Nice to meet you. And that's when Kara was freaked out that Jiro was Kiramager. So basically, like, since the game was up, Jiro de-transformed, and, like, and Kara was like, how come a nobody like you be Kiramager? It starts to wear off at everybody in the command center, including at the Kiramager stones. Like, how can nobody be a superhero? So basically, like, she was kind of disappointed at, was kind of shocked that Jiro is a superhero. So anyway, the others was trying to explain that, they wanted to keep since Jiro stopped things like that, they wanted to keep Jiro safe, because since he is a high school student and shit like that. So anyway, but, Kara's not hearing any of this. So basically, that's when Kara realized, oh, I had to get back to the study hall. So basically, Jiro had no choice but to go with Kara back to study hall, and or whatnot. So anyway, so basically, when they got back to study hall, Kara's friends were like, what the hell are you doing stuck to Jiro? Why are you holding Jiro's hand like that? So basically, like, Kara was like, it's a long suit, instead of explaining that got stuck by a monster, she tried to make up some stupid lie shit, and the classmates was like, her parents was like trying to hear that bullshit, so like, and that's when the teacher came back. She was like, what you doing holding it? The teacher was shocked that, that Kara was holding hands with Jiro. So basically, what you doing holding hands with him? Like, you're on the student and whatnot. And that's when she slapped on the teacher, the teacher's like, you're the best artist student in the school, and you hanging out with Jiro? And so basically, her friends, even the teacher was kind of shocked that, that she was hanging out with Jiro, but was holding Jiro's hand and whatnot. So basically, Jiro's not the most popular kid in the school. So anyway, the monster, Jiro got a contact from the other Kiramagers that the monster came back. So basically, like, so basically when Jiro and Kara went to go help the others. So anyway, turns out when Jiro and Kara got on the scene, Sato, aka Kiramager Tank, was stuck in the refrigerator. Sato, aka Kiramager Green, she was stuck on a dresser, and the Sugar, aka Kiramager Blue, got a mannequin stuck to his chest. So basically, it was just Takamichi and Tomotomo who was the only Kiramager who was not stuck to anybody or anything. So basically, like, Julius, like, wanted to help the others, but since she was stuck to Kara, he couldn't really help the others. So basically, while against Kara's life. So basically, that's when Guru started to attack Jiro, started to attack Kara, but Jiro managed to save Kara and get her out of harm's way. So basically, like, Kara was like, I can't believe that I still can't believe that you're Kiramager and all that. So basically, Jiro was saying that, I was chosen to be a Kiramager. I was chosen to be a Kiramager and whatnot. And he also explained that, the drawing that he did of her in the first episode was the reason why he drew her that way. He was explaining the job that he did her in the first episode. So basically, like, you know, you're always hiding the real you. So basically that's why with Joy, like, you're always hiding your real self. So basically, like, you know, as far as the teacher and things are friends. So basically, like, you know, you should really, you should start hiding the real you and start hiding the real you and be. So basically, Jill, like, you know, you should start hiding your true self and show everybody who you really are. So basically, Carla and Jill came up with an idea to take down Gura. So basically, Jill and Carla were distracting Gura while Takamichi and Taro took all the items that had glue on it and made a giant ass hammer to destroy Gura. So basically, they took all the items that had glue on it and made a big ass hammer and used it to destroy Gura, and everybody who was stuck to by Gura's glue was free. So basically, like, you know, but still, you know, Karma was still having Jill's head. So basically, like, you know, she wanted to stay with Jill once the Mock Beast monster that wants to call into some of the Mock Beast monster. She wanted to stay by Jill's side, you know, and the Megazord side. So basically, like, you know, they summoned the Kiramager and you know, the Kiramager Megazord and the Jersey Megazord, and working together as a team, they took down the Mock Beast monster, who was a giant glue, was just like, you know, was a giant glue Mock Beast monster, and saved the day. So basically, like, you know, back at study hall, you know, Carla and Jill started to hang out together, and they became friends, and Carla friends, and the teacher was shocked that, you know, that Carla and Jill are now friends, and that's how the episode ended with Carla drawing a picture of Jill, and that's how the episode ended with Carla and Jill becoming friends, and Carla drawing a picture of Jill to mark the friendship, and this is how the episode ended with Carla's friends, and the teacher was in shock that Carla and Jill are now friends, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was a good episode. It had a good lesson to it, but the stupidest thing about this episode is why the hell Jill will have to keep his identity a secret, while the other Kiramagers don't have to keep their identities a secret. So basically, that's the only stupid part of this episode, that, you know, Joe had to keep his identity as Kiramager a secret, but the others don't have to. It's just kind of stupid to me. But anyway, this episode was a pretty good episode. This episode was a good episode that had a good lesson to this episode. So anyway, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it good? Was it bad? Or was it just okay? Please let us know in the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, this is Sentai Michael from Screw Review. Sign off. 1.